Okay. Hello, everyone, and happy Good Friday to you. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys really quick um, about some things that are happening in the real estate world regarding the mortgages and foreclosure process. So, give me one second while I get my technology together. I appreciate you guys. Okay, there we go. All right. So before I begin, I want to say to always seek legal counsel. so, even though what I'm about to tell you, I have actually researched and found out for myself this information, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I want to make sure that I put that disclaimer out there to always seek legal counsel. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk to you about foreclosures and what's coming up for the future for people who are current homeowners and who may find themselves in a position right now where they can't pay um, their current bills, and so they're looking to the the banks to give them what we call a reprieve right now. So one of the things that we know is going to happen is that if you don't have the money now, 9 times out of 10, you may not have the money later on to pay that hefty bill, and so foreclosures will definitely be on the rise and happen in waves. So it's important to understand your options and what can be done, or at least attempted to be done, to save your home. So here are a few suggestions and options that are there for you. All right, and we'll start with the first one. And yes, I do have my notes because I want to make sure I don't forget to say anything and that I say it in the right order. So please bear with me. So we have what we call a $0 mortgage forbearance plan. And that's where the banks allow you to miss those 3 consecutive payments on your mortgage. And I know everyone's been hearing about this. Oh, they're going to give us 3 months. We don't have to pay the bill. That's such a blessing. Yes, it can be if you're prepared for what happens on the back end. So here's the problem. What people don't understand is that at month 4, the bank is going to expect you to pay those 3 payments plus the current payment all at once. So with that, that's going to be very difficult to come up with 4 months payment for, okay? 4 months payment at one time. So unless you have the money to make those 4 payments, it can definitely be a trap and a setup for a foreclosure down the line. And we definitely don't want that to happen. Now, another option is what we call recasting. So when the banks start talking about forbearance and pushing those payments back, you want to make sure that you try to negotiate with the bank to put those 3 payments on the back end of your loan so that you make one mortgage payment instead of the 4. Okay, and what that looks like is just a simple conversation. Communication is definitely key. So you want to call up your mortgage broker, your bank, and have a conversation with them. Talk when they start talking about forbearance and giving you those 3 months to hold off on your payments. What you want to do is then start asking them, hey, can you roll those payments over to the back end and let you have and roll those payments into over a 24-month period where you can pay it back. So, yeah, definitely banks are going to be reluctant to do that plan, of course, because they want their money up front. But you can always ask them if you can do an installment plan where those 3 missing payments can be divvied up over up to 24 months. And you definitely want to try all of those options. Now, another thing is depending on how much you owe on your house versus its actual value. And keep in mind, guys, that with COVID-19 going on right now, there is a dip in the value of property. And it doesn't reflect on Zillow. It doesn't reflect on Redfin. It doesn't reflect on, oh, because my neighbor down the block sold their house 3 months ago for $400,000. That doesn't mean that your house right now can actually sell for the 400 plus $1,000. So you have to keep in mind that the market is changing, and we have to keep on top of that as well. So depending on how much you owe on your house and its value, you may qualify for what we call a short sale. And in that scenario, you're selling the property for less than what the property is worth. Now, the bank, of course, is going to try to get as much as they can back, but we already know that you can't pay it. They're going to take a loss, which is what they call a short sale. The process is not within like 5 days. It's not a month. It can be like 45 days or longer, depending on how the banks want to act. But it is a process. But they are willing to do that if you can show the hardship. But you need a licensed realtor to assist you. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, of course, this fit girl does real estate too. So I know some of you have seen some of my videos about fitness and health, but hey, I do real estate as well. So don't forget that if you need to have a realtor on the case, I definitely am still your agent ready to work. My company is still doing closings, and I definitely have a team of people who are ready to put in the work for you and make sure that we can assist you in keeping either keeping your house or by selling it through the short sale. So overall, guys, I just want you to know the options that are out there and just know that communication is key, right? Like closed mouths don't get fed. And that's how you have to approach this type of scenario with the banks. Don't just let time go by thinking that this is going to go away. It will not go away. The banks are there waiting like a fly on the wall, ready to just snatch it all back. And you don't want to just freely give the bank that asset. So I hope that you found this information helpful in determining what approach that you can take with moving forward during these challenging times. And if you want to move forward with putting in a short sale application or learning more about the process and how we can help, you can reach out to me at the email listed below at Chrissy@exitontheharbor.com. Again, that's Chrissy@exitontheharbor.com. Or you can reach me on my Facebook page at Chrissy Gaines Investor Agent. So, with that, I wish you guys a wonderful day. Have a pleasant and a wonderful Good Friday. And treat everyone with kindness. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.